Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next, and today's Motivational Monday, even though I don't know why I'm even calling it that. It's just a hangout video, but it's where I like to talk to you guys about things, about the world, about life, about, things that I struggle with, and see if any of you guys relate. And I did come up with a topic today. I came up with it very early this morning. I was laying in bed. I'd only slept for a couple hours, and I was awake, laying there thinking about how life is pointless. Now, I know people have religions and people believe certain things, even about the afterlife. Some people believe like you go to heaven. Some people believe you go to hell. Some people believe you become a ghost. Some people believe you get reincarnated into an animal. There's a whole bunch of theories as to what happens next and what is this? What is this life? Why are we all just these little tiny insignificant little pieces of bone and flesh that are able to walk around on this little teeny tiny ball that is the size of a bacteria cell in what is known as the galaxy and the universe or whatever. And then there's like multiple universes outside of this universe as we know it. And why us? What are we here for? Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know. And I think a lot about that. I came to this theory this morning, and I don't think it's a really bad theory at all. In fact, I think it could actually be a fact. But I find it kind of funny that we as human beings are brainwashed in a way where we're kind of brought up and we're raised and we're taught in like school and stuff like that, and just to be around society as we know it, that we are intelligent. We think that we are important because we have intelligence more than probably any other creature on the earth. But does that mean we are important? Does that mean I or you are actually important? Do you believe you are here for a reason, like God made you for a reason? Or do you just think, like I actually convinced myself that life is actually pointless? And I've always been a believer in like the paranormal, the afterlife, and I still am. I'm not saying like I don't believe it. And I've always been a little skeptical about God and heaven and hell. I guess I would need a little more proof to see that God really exists, but I'm open-minded to it. Like, I'm definitely open to it. I would like to believe that when I die, I'm going to go to heaven and I'm going to get to be with all of, my lost loved ones. We're going to be reunited again in the big pearly white gates with the clouds and little angels with a heart flying past and stuff like that. But thinking realistically about like evolution and how we are here, do we really matter? Like, think of the size of this big black void that we're just floating around in on this little tiny ball. Do we really matter? Or are we just some kind of accident that happened? We were like, if you throw a piece of cheese on the ground and leave it there and, over time, it's going to create life, whether that's like a mold or mushrooms or maggots, or like there's going to be some forms of life that will appear on that moldy cheese. Maybe the earth was just, maybe this was an accident. Maybe we're all just here by accident. I know it's really scary to think about, but just like think about it for a second. Are we really important? Even if there is a God who created all of this universe, is he watching and judging just us on this little teeny tiny ball? Us people who are literally insignificant to the sheer size of the entire universe and galaxy and beyond. Are we really that important? Are we really that important that God is watching what we do and deciding you're going to go to hell because you've done this? You're going to go to hell because you've done that, even if you've murdered someone. Now, I think there's a pubic hair in my mouth. Now, I think if you were ever to go to hell, it would be like murder and stuff like that. Now, I know the Bible is more strict than that. And technically, if you're, masturbating, you could go to hell for that, in those terms. It's a sin. And thinking realistically, I think, if hell was real and God was real and everything went as it's told, I think you would definitely go to hell for rape or murder or anything like that. I mean, it's serious among us, among society, for somebody to murder somebody. Of course it's serious. But then, think about the size of the universe. Is that really that much of a problem? Like, how do we know that us on this little tiny ball is worse than anything else going on in the entire galaxy? There could be other planets out there with much worse things going on. There could be worse things going on Earth for all we know. But, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at. Of course, murder is bad. I'm not trying to justify murdering anybody. But, like, is it really that bad in the eyes of the universe? Are we really that important? Like, if you go and, even if I got killed, if somebody killed me, am I really that important for the universe to care? Is God or whatever is out there really gonna care about me? A little spectrum of a cell on this little spectrum of a cell, which is the Earth. Like, what do we think about, like, all right, let me try and say this in the way that it makes sense. I'm trying to explain the size of everything and how literally insignificant we really are. Just because our brain is a little more intelligent than all the other creatures, does that mean our life is more valuable than theirs? Does that mean we are more important because we can build buildings and we can create taxes and government and all of this stuff? Do we really feel like we are more important? We are the superior creature on this earth. Are we really? I mean, I know we think that, but are we really? I mean, we're just a life. We're just a bag of bones and flesh and hair and eyeballs and shit like that. Like, are we really that important? Is my life more important than a flea, or a tick, or a little teeny tiny bacteria? Anything that's living, is my life worth more than a maggot? Because, let's face it, no matter what we do on this earth, we're all going to end up in the same place eventually. We're all going to end up dead. We live, we die, and that's it. What happens after that, I don't know. But is our life really that important? Or is it what happens next? That's the important part. It's kind of crazy. I know what you're thinking. Like, Mike's losing his mind right now. But if you're on the same, like, wavelengths as me and thinking about this stuff, it really is kind of scary. Because we are told that we're humans, it's our job to maintain the earth. It's our job to do this and that and this and that. While the animals, every single species of animal except us humans are just able to just walk around and just do what animals do. Eat shit and sleep. But us humans, no, we got to do more than that. We got to have mortgages and loans and taxes and this and that. And we got to create these things, create this system. And then we tell ourselves that we are, like, superior. I mean, I guess we are definitely most intelligent, but does it really mean that we're that important in terms of the universe and the galaxy and all of that stuff? Or are we just the same as anything else that's alive on this earth? I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I was really especially thinking about it this morning. And because my curiosity gets the better of me that time of the morning. I just wake up and I start thinking about the craziest things. Sometimes I even have to, like, go on Google and search it to see if anybody else is thinking the same thing. But it's like a really good theory. Not a theory, but a really good point. I think I'm making a good point. Are we really important? Or are we just thinking that we're important? Meanwhile, we're just walking around on this earth thinking that we're important by doing things. And then when we die, it's just, we're going to end up in like, our death is going to be, yeah, we cry at funerals and whatever, like, we get sad at other people's funerals, but when we die, in the terms of, like, okay, losing loved ones, that's one thing, like, you feel pain when you lose someone, but is it a loss to the earth when that person dies, or if I die, for example, or if you die, is it really a loss to the earth? Or is our death just the same as, like, a maggot dying, or a little mosquito dying, or a little fly, or something that you would just swat and not even think about it? That thing had a life too. And just because it's smaller than yours and its brain wasn't as intelligent as yours, does that mean its life wasn't as important as yours and you are superior? You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to explain, but I think you guys get the point. But the more I've been thinking about it, the more, like, that's the kind of thing that would usually scare you, as to think, wow, I'm literally not important at all. But to me, I had a different feeling from it. I felt like, suddenly I felt better. Like, I didn't feel like, life had to be this way. It didn't have to be so stressful. It didn't have to be like worrying about this or that or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we're just as insignificant as anything else on the earth, and the earth is just an insignificant ball floating around in this huge void that's just endless, probably filled with 1 billion earths for all we know. So I just don't know anymore. It's like, but I've kind of feel better about it. Like, all these big problems that I thought I was having in my life, and I thought, like, this is big, this is huge, this is a big problem. Is it really that big? No. Because at the end of the day, we're no different than maggots. We're just here to do what humans do. We're here to eat, shit, and sleep, and that's it, and die. We're only here for a limited amount of time, and then we die. It doesn't matter what you create. You're gonna die, Whew. But the more I thought about that, the more I actually felt better, because I didn't feel like, life was stressful anymore. I didn't feel like there was this pressure on me anymore. It just feels like I'm just here until the end of my life, So might as well enjoy it while I'm here. All these problems that I think I'm having, they're not problems. They're just temporary problems. So while I'm here, might as well enjoy it. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I might as well enjoy while I'm here. Fuck everything else. Fuck all the problems. It's not worth wasting your time worrying about that, because you're only here for so long, and then you're dead, you're gone. That's it. You're not important, and neither am I. But anyway, guys, this was probably the craziest video I've ever done. I don't know if it made any sense to you guys, or if you're worried about me now and you're gonna start calling mental hospitals to come and collect me. The men in the white coats are gonna scoop me up and take me away. But have a think about that. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think I make a good point, or do you think that we really are important just because our brains are that little bit more intelligent? Do you really think that we are important to the earth, and we are actually important to the galaxy and the universe? Or do you think we're just cells, just doing what every other creature does, lives temporarily and then dies? Let me know. But that is it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out and chase your dreams. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more, and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those, and remember the most important thing: I love you guys, and chase your dreams.